Hello and welcome back to the Great War Western Front. We are playing on the new 1.1 update, I think is the number they gave it. But it included a lot of bug fixes, including specifically some of the ones we'd run into. So I'm excited to play through this and see how those resolve themselves. A few other changes. It looks like they reduced the cost of some defensive structures, reduced the supply cost of a lot of things. So it looks like we should be able to have a little more built up defenses, bring some more units in battle. And I'm excited to see how that looks. Last time we were attacking Arras and almost captured it, but this time it's down to 1 star. They're starting off at 5 battle fatigue. We have 2 regions ready to go, full of good troops, and I think we should be able to capture it. All right, so I'm going with a pretty standard setup here. Very light defenses across the rest of the front. Really just 7 infantry companies holding the center and left, 5 artillery batteries, and then everyone else concentrated on the right, where I'm going to try to cross this tree line and hit A. Got a lot of supply left, so I'm going to artillery them to oblivion. All right, we are started. Oh, I forgot a balloon. This is going to be a problem. Well, that's what conscripts are for. Reconnaissance and not very much force. Maybe if we can see where they are, we can... Alright, so we know of at least 1 machine gun nest. I'll send my bombers there. That is frustrating. I definitely goofed there. And I'm going to start just hitting these front trenches with artillery, weakening them, because I can't tell exactly what I need to do. Now, one of the, so now there's another machine gun right here. That should do it. Yep, so it's 1 machine gun nest down. One of the bugs they said they fixed was that the, there was a problem with the bombers not actually targeting anyone, which I definitely saw in one of my previous missions, and that should be all better now. So taking out another machine gun nest. I think 3 bombs usually does it for a machine gun nest. We'll see. All right, we've got everyone. So once my artillery reloads, I'm gonna send everyone forward. Now, hopefully with this bomber flying over, we can hit some of the machine gun nests, and we'll have less trouble with them later on. All right, artillery is good to go, so I'm gonna pause, and let's plan this out a little bit. I need to divide them up between trenches because I don't want to have everyone going to the same trench. But I also want to make sure that everyone is going to a trench. So that if they actually make it, they can get into cover. I'm going conscripts first because they're cheap, and I don't anticipate the first wave making it regardless of who they are. So if I've got to sacrifice somebody, I'm going to sacrifice the cheapest. And I'm going to go for these 3 front trenches. If I somehow make it, then I don't know. I will start sending the second line of troops somewhere else. That seems unlikely that'll end up having extra troops, but we'll find out. And I think this is the last trench I'm going to send. Maybe I'll send these guys if they're not already committed somewhere else. Do I have them going anywhere? No. We'll send them up. And everyone that makes it into a trench is going to be helpful, because they're definitely going to counterattack. They have such a developed network here that they'll be able to move more troops through without exposing them to rifle fire. And trying to pick where to send my last one. All right, so we found a machine gun nest, and that's going to be a problem. Wish I had more artillery to suppress it with, but at least some of our guys are going to make it into the trenches. And making it in at all is a victory. There we go. Let's change trenches for these guys, since this trench is full. I don't know if our bomber's actually going to hit this machine gun nest. All right, we've got some trenches that we captured. Excellent. Let's make sure we get everyone actually into trenches. And then call up some reserves, because we did lose some companies here. And not everyone's in a trench, which is a problem. I'm going to keep this artillery fire up, try to suppress them. Don't know why these guys aren't actually getting in the trench. There we go. So it looks like we've got him pretty solid foothold here. They're definitely going to try to kick us out, so let's get these. Oh man, there's artillery. Skirmish formation before everybody dies. And you know, I think this is fairly realistic, that what really gets you is the counterattack into the trenches. Because you can cross no man's land and get into a trench, but then once you do, your reinforcements are far away and theirs are close. So hopefully now we can start to get a pretty solid presence built up here. There we go. They've got one company here. I think I've got the supply to just keep pounding away at them. Keep them suppressed, damage their infantry before they get too close to me. But they're doing a good job on me as well. They're definitely going to retake this trench from me, because I've just got some conscripts there, and they've got regulars coming at me. Let's hit this trench and at least provide some cover for our guys while they're getting there. I think the barrage will be over by the time my guys make it, but that's not a guarantee. All right, definitely need to attack that trench, because they're firing at our guys. And that was actually a really unfortunate outcome. Our guys finished up just as my next company was coming in, so we lost the opportunity to get into cover. Let's knock this one out. Still need to take out 2 Canadian companies for our next objective. All right, so we captured A, and that means we can now bring in reinforcements from here. I'm going to get my bomber in, and let's see. I need some reinforcements. There we go. They've got a troop concentration right here, so I'm going to try to hit that. hopefully do some pretty serious damage to it before they get too close to me. Did some damage, but not as much as I would like. I don't know why my bomber's not bothering this machine gun nest. There we go. Finally. Get in the trench. Alright, we lost some, but I think we're okay now. Got a pretty solid foothold, now on to B. Let's see. They're coming across the open at me here. So I'm going to try to just spread my guys out and just get into a variety of positions so I'm not locked into any one spot. There, I've got some better visibility now. And if they come over the top at me at all, I should be able to see them and hit them now. There we go, their balloon's down. Uh-oh. That artillery was in the wrong place, wrong time for me. Or right place, I guess, if you're them. I'm not sure what my guys are up to here. I don't want to drop artillery when I'm, you know, in this close in proximity. But there's enough of them, it might be worth it. And let's see. I'm just going to start dropping some artillery here. I want to keep them suppressed as my reinforcements are coming in. That's what's important to me right now. That should keep them pretty suppressed. There we go. If they get out of the trench, we've got enough rifle fire now that will knock them down if they try to get up. It's a lot of ground to clear for me. Still got to take B, C, and the command bunker. My guys are outside of the bunker here. Definitely not what I want. And I'm hitting myself with artillery. Not ideal. They look like they're just kind of hanging out at this intersection. Definitely don't want to allow that to continue. Yeah, they're trying to push through here, so I'm going to drop artillery on them and at least weaken them before my troops get there. Why are you outside of the bunker? Oh, this could be nice. Get up nice and close, take out their artillery. That would be a very nice prize for me. And here we go, we got some artillery coming in. We are losing men at an alarming rate. Even with my increased artillery rate of fire, I am still lacking artillery to put as much fire on them as I want to. Though this concentration of troops right here is getting hit pretty hard. My conscripts just ran. Really can't rely on conscripts too much. They do run quickly. Maybe I can move over and then I can hit the artillery. There we go. Now this gun's not going to last long. I'm just trying to navigate my way through these bunkers, or trenches, I guess, would be appropriate. Let's test counter battery fire. I have not done that very much. You, in there now. I wonder if my artillery is actually going to do it. I'm going to try using some heavy artillery to hit them while they're on the way to meet my guys in the trenches. I at least weakened them a little bit, but yeah, the heavy artillery didn't do much. Wonder about light, how that'll work. Looks like the bar's barely moving with those hits. All right, one company down in this trench fight. I'll try to hit them with heavy artillery again before they get their troops in the bunker with me. You can get some supplies back if you retreat companies that aren't completely dead yet. So I'm gonna try that. I'll take that versus just having my weak companies hanging out. We need more troops coming up here because we're gonna get overrun. Still just fighting over A. I haven't been able to make progress on B yet. I'm gonna send a plane out just in case there are more machine guns or anything, maybe artillery that I can hit. I'm going to try to keep an advantage in these trenches. I wonder how much it matters if you have like an advantage in numbers in melee combat here. I am burning through supply with all this artillery I'm sending forward. Although their troops are arriving at my bunkers far less than full strength. So maybe it's worth it with all the ammunition I'm expending. And I'm going to move forward again. Because they're sending more troops who are going to overrun me if I don't keep reinforcing. And I want to be able to move forward to start capturing B. I need to make progress if I'm going to do this in time. Let's see if I can hit these guys a little bit before they make contact. There we go. Got some casualties already. Send some conscripts up to help in that melee. Yeah, I think that's it. Once I win this melee, I'm going to start advancing. And I'm hoping I've run them down enough that they'll be, they won't be able to resist me too effectively. Once this barrage is up, I think I'll charge my conscripts over there. There we go, they're nice and worn down, so they should break pretty quickly. Who can I send up here? Because they're going to take that trench pretty quick. Good. Just need to keep it moving. No one being lazy, no one left behind. I won't be able to get guys there quick enough. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable force they're bringing at me. I've got to hit it first. But at least we wore them down a little with artillery first. They're running low on reserves also. I've got plenty of companies, just not a lot of supply. Gotta watch. I'm not sure exactly where my guys are going, and I don't want them hanging out outside of trenches. I want to make sure I'm using them well. Oh yeah, you guys gotta get over here. Alright, so we're gonna take this one that's by B. Should hold this front trench. Let's keep moving. Gonna try to methodically just keep moving troops up. I don't want to be careless and leave something completely undefended, but I've also got to keep moving. I don't have a ton of time left. It's all about the clock now. So while I'm capturing this, I need to be looking at C and at the command trench. Can I go all the way across here? Yes, I can. Yeah, so let's start looking at this front. And then maybe at the same time I can start looking at this command trench. It's all connected now, so I can stay in cover. I want to make sure everyone's moving and doing something, because I've got to keep pressure up. There we go. B is almost captured now. And we're hitting their artillery, which is great. Let's send a unit over there. And just keep pressing forward. Who else do I have? Yeah, let's call up these guys. Keep them moving. Surrender. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that surrender. No more casualties for me. And we have captured the region. We have +7 national will. They're -14. They took a lot more casualties than we did, especially when, well, not in terms of just infantry, but when you add up the points for the artillery, they took more casualties than we did. Got some supply increases, got the command medal, and we captured the region. So there we go. We only spent 252 gold reserves, and we actually gained 5 supply. So fantastic result there. And we did that while capturing a region. The one thing that does is it thins us out. But it thins them out as well, because now they're defending more regions. Let's see. I'm trying to decide my next move here. It might be defensive in nature. I've got to look at where they're stacking up. I'm vulnerable in these 2 regions. Where do I see big stacks here? Noyon looks vulnerable. I think I'm gonna send just a conscript corps to reinforce there. And planes aren't useful on the defensive as much. They might try to break out from Ypres. I only have 2 corps here, but I want to thin my lines more. Capturing Ypres would be a big deal for me, but I think I'm going to sit tight for now. Probably not going to attack me at Thionville. So maybe I'll reinforce. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this town, but I think I'll reinforce there. All right. That's my turn. Let's see if they do anything. New research grants. All right. Now we get 2 research points per turn, starting in the next turn. Oh, we get 3. Excellent. So 3 research points. What does harassment do? Could also increase our rifle damage. That's going to be useful on the defensive. But I think, let's see. I think we shouldn't get fancy. Should go with gold reserves and troops, build up our logistics. And with those 2 new corps, let's see. Trying to think of where I could really, make a push. And I think Ypres is a place I can do that. I'll send one of these elite corps. Oh, wrong way. Over there as well. And where else can I take somebody from? They've got a lot of units on the front now. Oh, we got an event also. So the British can't stop short of Baghdad. Allied army surrendered. We get 5 national will out of that. Very cool. And we're actually doing okay on gold reserves right now. Let's see. I'm not going to build the field hospital yet. Maybe I will. I'll build it now. I'm trying to look at, again, where I'm most vulnerable to attack. I'd say here. So I'll build a supply depot. And then, let's see, Noyon. Noyon could probably use a supply depot as well. Don't think we're going to attack right now. I'm doing well in terms of national will. I've got 3 turns to demoralize the Canadians. Let's use my region ability here and see what I can spot. So So I've got 7 core here. They don't have a ton of supply. 1260 for having 7 core. They must not be building supply depots. All right, I'm going to stop it there. And they're not attacking again. Get our 1,400 gold reserves, 2 research points, 5 national will for us. Now this is where things start to get interesting. Ooh, siege batteries. I haven't used siege batteries yet, but I'm pretty curious about it. So we got siege batteries. I'm thinking about a light artillery boost. We could also go to save it for gas attacks. Mortars. I also want to level up my infantry. I'm not too worried about my machine gunners or my my intelligence. I'm gonna see some of that's pretty useful. That's a lot of money that I don't feel like I have right now. So let's stick with let me see the grenades. I feel like I rarely need the grenades to be fast. Usually when I've used them so far, I have time to use them. So let's stick with the cost of observation balloons. That one seems good. You know what? I'm going to use that and the mortars. That's what I'm going to do. Position myself well for defense here. And I don't know if oh, we got another event here. Black Market. In Saarburg. Okay. It's not too eventful. They are not doing much at all to me right now. I think I wonder if they lack the supplies to attack. So in that case, probably send another corps up to let's go to Lille. Thinking about where I could maybe pull some troops off to reinforce my attacks. All right. I'm going to end it there. I'm not in a rush. I think time is on my side, if anything, right now. And I've got 2 points. Got smoke rounds, rolling barrage. You know, getting that extra artillery, that's going to be big for me. I have 3,200 gold. I might actually get some extra planes. No reason not to. And then I'll send them over to be that secondary attack in Lille. And then in this city, I'm going to attack Ypres. Got a slight advantage. Got 1470 supply. They've got 5 core, but I think we'll be able to do some damage here. So what I've got here is a thinner defense on the left with my main push going to come out through this forest to Y. I've got a balloon, 4 artillery batteries, and I did put a mortar here. Haven't used the mortar before, just want to try it out. I'm not going to try to go for a sweep here unless it just kind of happens. I mainly want to play this map, start to develop my trenches, maybe push theirs back, and build battle fatigue for them. And here we go. My mortar is already firing on them, so I think that position worked well. I'm happy with how that went. Got a good view of their trenches. Let's see. Machine guns, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I think I can sweep this pretty easily. Oh, no, get back. Don't do that. So I've got a good view of their trenches. I'm hitting their front trenches with mortars, not doing a ton of damage, but doing something. And I don't know if I can actually stop my mortars from firing. That's something I'm not sure about. Where are you going, bomber? Better turn around. And I'm going to start shelling their trenches, focusing on the machine guns. There you go. You coming back? No? Looping around? That's fine. It's not really fine. I'm upset about it. At the very least, my mortars will keep these trenches suppressed. I don't know what my bomber is doing. I'll wait until my let's do another light barrage, why not? Better to wear this down now. There we go. Machine gun nest down. And I think I'm ready to do it. Let's see. Yeah, let's pause. Front lines, go right for these front trenches. Then back lines, or second lines. We'll have you follow up in case your friends don't make it. And then my rear lines will have go for the second line trenches. And I think with the amount of artillery I have and suppression, I should be able to make it. Oh, didn't even see this machine gun. Definitely gonna have to do something about that one. Wonder if I call in another bomber if they'll actually do something. There we go, we made it to the first trench. We've got some guys in it. And are you Indian or Canadian? Canadian, yes. Now we have the problem that we have conquered these trenches too quickly, and we're kind of stacking up. Let's hit this trench while we can. Alright, so we defeated 2 Canadian companies. That'll give us some... I think we get supply for that. I don't know if my bomber's doing anything, just kind of flying around. Let's get some troops up here quickly. There we go. Balloon down. They're starting to roll me up. So I want to hold these positions. I don't know if I'll be able to. We're going to have to suppress them again. My troops are still coming up. Oh, everybody skirmish formation, or this is going to get really rough. Just trying to manage this quick enough that I don't lose a ridiculous amount of troops. Which I am doing. I'm losing a ridiculous amount of troops. Far more than I need to. Let's make sure everyone's in a trench, because they're going to keep hitting me with artillery. And I think I'm gonna lose one company up here. I've got, there we go, reinforcements ready. Wonder if I can get these guys out effectively. Alright, so this company is holding up surprisingly well, but I need to get reinforcements up there because it won't last forever. Let's see, we're holding up okay for now. Definitely can use some reinforcements in that northern trench. Just want to get my reinforcements in cover here before they get obliterated by artillery. Alright, so we're capturing B. They've got no one left. I think what I might do is ask for a ceasefire after I capture B. Just gonna delete this company with artillery. Because I think after this, my advantage in numbers and position that I've got is going to start to wane. I've got a small victory here. Let's see. Let's ceasefire. They took it. I think they always take it. I think the AI is always going to take it. Let's see how this actually looks. I think it was a minor victory for me. Oh, regular victory. Very nice. Not too bad on the replenishment cost. They did worse. Well, because of my field hospital. But I got a national will bonus, +2, -5, supply bonus, cash bonus. I think that was a good overall battle for me, and it's gonna start to pick up on their battle fatigue going forward, which is what I want to start to do. I want to build up that battle fatigue, so they'll be in a rough spot, and I can start to pick up some stars. There we go. +2 supply, only 95 reserves spent. I'd say that's pretty successful. And we defeated 2 Canadian companies. That's 400 gold for us. I think with that pretty successful result, I am going to call it there for today. So we managed to take Arras. We started to push on Ypres. We defeated 2 Canadian companies, which was our one objective. Researched mortars, improved our artillery, got some improved trenches as well. So I'm actually excited to face off some attacks coming from them. I want to test out some of our new defensive capabilities we've got. Hopefully we'll be able to do that in the next episode. Thanks again for watching. I'm impressed with this update. Fixed a lot of bugs I saw last time. I think the game's going in a good direction. Hope you're enjoying the game and have a good one.